Hi, Divine Feminines. Let's do a quick reading today. Oh, I see cards here that don't belong here. Oh, no, they're just that. Okay. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. All right, you have Pig Spirit, Turtle Spirit, Dolphin Spirit. Nice. Dolphin's very magical. Turtle's very slow. And then we also have this Claim Your Independence. Use your mind wisely, right? Use your mind wisely. What does that mean? I think for me, what's coming through today is, focusing on what you actually want to create. Past lives. Release your past life karma. Man, I've been talking about that. I think this is the first time I've had this rebirth card, which is beautiful. Reinvent yourself. Give life to your dreams. And awareness. Beautiful. And then magic. I think that's the first time for that card too. Make a wish, believe in miracles. And it's got fairies on it. So a lot of kind of otherworldly energies here. It says live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. So 2 cards of being aware of the power of your thoughts. Okay, you have 9-9, unification, aligning with abundance. 3-3, soulmate, clearing core wounds. So there may be karmic elements in his life right now. Wow, 2 cards of clearing karma, Kundalini activation, 6-6. Clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. So some beautiful energy here. I say the energy of the last couple of days has been challenging. It's been unpredictable is what I will say. So let's Fool and Page of Swords reversed. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups reversed. A lot of past influences. Death and Queen of Cups reversed. All reversals so far. Star and 5 of Swords. You're worried it won't get better, but it looks like it will. Star and 10 of Swords. Something is coming to its conclusion. 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and you'll have to make some kind of decision with it. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. It's holding back an emotional message. 2 cards of Soulmate here. Interesting. I feel my nervousness in my stomach. 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, upright. All right, let's see what we get. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Judgment in reverse, 2 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Tower, Page of Cups. There's that message. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, sorry, Hangman. 5 of Swords and 8 of Swords. Overthinking. 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, all reversed, King of Swords. So definitely thinking of communication here, I feel, of sneaking back in. What I like about this energy is not that much, but he seems to not want to be disruptive. I mean, whenever the tower's there, you're getting some disruption. Angel of Love, Door to Romance, Thinking Woman, Happy Family, Temple Path. There's sort of a respect for the spiritual nature of this relationship that I haven't quite seen before. I do feel like there's regret here, and that may be what needs to be expressed, and yet something is stopping him from, that was the one I saw on the bottom, from opening up. Huh. We had mauve. Green. Interesting. So I think you have been going back and forth on what some of these things have meant about you. It could possibly be that some aspects of this relationship were hidden, have come to light, or you may have been revising what you thought was so terribly destructive, ended up kind of being a more innocent thing. It may be that you're looking back at what caused this separation here and thinking it may not have meant everything that I thought it meant, right? Like, I feel you may have taken it to be very intentional, premeditated, like intentionally destructive. And it may not have been that way. It may have been like more of a reactionary thing, an unhealed thing. Nine of Cups, Emperor, Temperance, Ace of Swords. I saw that card in the shuffle. Light, interesting, throat chakra. See, weird that that comes up here. Fool, spiritual union, Five of Cups, Truth. I think that's justice. Solar plexus, heart, and then Seven of Wands. Emotional withdrawal, hope, Star, so intuition, High Priestess. There's some element of control here that's weighing heavy on you, on this. Temperance and the Sun. I think you've been waiting for the truth, waiting for a new beginning here, waiting for something to be spoken. You know, nothing can really grow in the darkness, and the darkness is fear, right? So I see a lot of cards of fear here. Fear of things falling apart, fear of things being hidden, fear of lying, cheating, deceiving, fear of judgment, fear of speaking the truth. And a lot of that fear, they're giving me a word, it's incubated. A lot of that fear incubated in the shadow, which is really strange because we think of an incubator as like a warm place, not a cold place, right? And they're kind of saying, if you want to, it's a weird analogy because, you know, the incubator doesn't determine what your hatching or growing. It's what seed you put in there, right? They're really like looking at this card of the seed, and then the flower grows all the way through her head, right? And it's like what they're saying is the incubating space that you grow is kind of determining what, if weeds or if flowers take over, right? There's a, I'm mixing a lot of analogies at once, because I'm getting the wolf that you feed is the one that grows. I'm also getting like there's a treasure chest in your mind. I just started like growing a plant that looks just like that, which is weird. It's kind of like, you know, the thoughts that you choose to water grow. And you guys have been, we all have been choosing to focus on the fear plants. And the problem with the fear plants are that they're not stable, which no plants are really stable, but you know, trees are a lot more stable than like dandelions, or I don't know, that's kind of the analogy that they're giving me, is that the avoidant in this situation, which is probably him, it's an analogy for commitment. It's like afraid of growing trees, because trees are, you know, for our lifetime, nearly permanent and difficult to remove. Sometimes my heart feels so full. This card keeps coming out. I tell my friends about when we're together. Ether. I saw your car. Communication will come soon. Ho'oponopono again. Still have your shirt and I wear it. Fool's gold. So I think gold was the most recent one that came out. You're so spiritual, I feel inadequate. Do you ever wonder if this is real? I doubt it sometimes. I wrote you a song. That one hasn't come out in a while. Deja Vu Sphinx. We're so different. I crave you. That's interesting. Coins, Isis, Pluto, and I miss your touch. I still fantasize about us together, Scorpio. So, I don't know, I get this element of time. They're showing me the clock again. I think there's been waiting for a sign that, you know, the universe card is right here. And it fell right here. And I think there's been a lot of signs, like really specific, important signs that are hard to ignore for him. So the Sphinx energy is very, very important energy. And if it's coming up, it really means that you're accessing a lot of past life and Akashic record information. And I feel like there's a aggregating of the gifts right now. There's a return of magical forces that are, you know, I know one of the videos I watched this morning was about how we're being deprogrammed right now through the astrology, and that we are seeing and waking up to a lot of things in our illusion being illusions, and understanding how much power we actually have to create in the illusion. And part of what I feel from him is this like sand moving beneath my feet, right? Shifting sands. I get this energy that nothing feels very permanent right now. and except for you. And there's like freedom in that, but there's also a lot of insecurity that he's kind of, what seems to be coming up is a craving of security, which is an interesting feeling. I think for many of the masculines, they faced some element of defamation or humiliation or just falling from grace. See, ascending in the reverse. In the not talking to you. And like part of what was so really great about talking to you is that you made him, look at mask reversed, girl with the snake reversed, chaser reversed, golden mirror, twin flames. You made him feel so great about himself, but also you brought up all those unworthiness wounds, right? So when someone makes us feel really good about ourselves, we crave that feeling. And I think part of what he's attributing it to here is like what people would call like a nebulous spiritual nature, that it's hard to put into words. It's like a connection beyond how we just normally describe relationships. You know, you get together with friends or family and you try to explain like, oh, I felt this past life influence and I felt this chakra connection, and unless they understand these things, they're like, okay. And in a regular, like normal relationship, most people would just be like, you're in so much pain, just forget him, walk away, whatever. This is probably long ago for most of you, but, and you're just like, I can't do that. But why? And then they want to find like a psychological reason for it, like it's limerence or it's obsession or it's any kind of label that makes them be able to make sense of what's going on, because they care about you. They don't want you to hurt, and in order for you not to hurt, they need to give you a solution, right? Because normal people just don't surrender, right? Which is what you have to do to accept the way things are is, you know, that's an important part of the process, is that you can't change it. You can only change you. And I guess that's where they were wanting me to go. But when you guys split, there was something in him that was like, just kind of went off the deep end or really overindulged in certain things. Though this card is an actual positive card, here I get that there was, this card is about doing shadow work and focusing on yourself, but I get the fact that he kind of had to go into the shadow to get to the shadow work. And that caused this like tower / butterfly movement to the next phase. So he was, you know, feeling quite impulsive in a lot of ways. And I think a lot of what's gone on is that fear energy of losing something so great caused a lot of, you know, dominoes to fall. I've been using that analogy in a particular line, which I would call karmic. That's how I am coming to understand karma in a strange way. It's like, you know, I'm a very much of a free will person, but the way I understand karma at this point in my experience is you're going to get to the first domino the way you want to, but you are going to get there. and that domino is going to fall, and the dominoes of the karmic situation are going to fall in a line. And how you deal with that is the way the lessons unfold for you and the way that you transmute that karma. And it's very hard to see at the beginning, right? Because imagine this huge domino and you're this little person here, and they're all falling in a line. And the other line analogy that they always use for me is the constellations, the stars in a line. And in a lot of ways, they're kind of syncing those two things. It's like karmic lessons kind of fall in line with astrology in a lot of ways. So I really don't want you to get hung up on karma too much. I would say, as an analogy to like this life being a school in a certain way, which I don't really think it is. It's kind of like this pop quiz on a really intense like situation that you have to pay attention to, and you probably don't want to. And it serves you because you can choose to go to the next level. So right now, I think it was in a private reading I did, but there was an analogy of in the circus, the man like jumps on the teeter-totter thing, and the girl like pops up and like springs up to a new platform at a new level. And it's not like she did any work to get there, but she did have to pay a lot of attention to the man when he was going to, I'm just assuming, I'm just saying it's a man, step on the thing, right? It's kind of a really interesting analogy for the twin flame journey, right? Imagine the man is this karmic situation falling, and you're prepared or you're not prepared, but either way, you're gonna be flung up into the air. Now it's up to you to kind of either land on this platform, right? Or to fall back down and do it again. And either way, there's a chance that you may, it's not a literal injury, but emotionally, you may interpret all of these elements as injury, right? Depending on how you use this energy. So the masculine has really become aware of the fact that him pouncing on this end of whatever this was, the ghosting, the pushing away, the choosing the karmic, the running away, whatever, 2,000 pound weight he dropped on this end of your teeter-totter, he's becoming aware that that was really significant. He's done a bunch of things to try to erase the significance of it, of the ending, of his role in it. I think his indulgence was intense, is what's kind of coming through. Now, that's going to vary for every person, right? I think some could have moved to another country, some could write poetry, some could, go on a bender or have a bunch of one-night stands, or there could be a million different ways that they tried to process the energy to get it away from them, and they can't either, right? Sometimes it feels like the feminine's the only one that can't, let go, but that's not true. It's just that we're running towards it and they're running away from it. It still feels very, very intense in the I can't let go of it. And, you know, here's these cards. I think this is what they've been pushing away. On this cup, you see the figure 8 that's kind of been here for the last couple days. And this nautilus shell that has been coming up for a very long time. I don't think it was in this card originally. I don't remember where it was from, but I know they've constantly used the inner chambers of the nautilus, and here it's overlaid on his heart energy, right? That nobody ever really sees the inner chambers of our heart but us. And these are really important cards. You know, he's been holding these things at a distance from him, but now I feel, you know, this is this very similar card here, because the inner child is the heart space, and you know, the sun is the truth, and this is the 2 of Cups, but in this one it's that such an important card, because you can see that the light is coming through the overlap of their minds here. And there's something, even though you're so very different in ways, there's a recognition of this space here, of the overlap. That's so important. And if you've ever experienced like this card, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not an experience I can put into words, but it's crazy. It's different than any other experience for sure. So, you know, they're showing me here, he is in a kind of he's on a scale weighing things, right? He's got a pouch with him. He's looking out at the other scale, and then beyond that is the constellations through a window. And we can't see, you know, imagine that being a teeter-totter. We can't see what's on the other scale. It's very interesting that they brought all those analogies to that card, and I didn't even notice it, but they are wonderful with their analogies. It's amazing. So what do we need to know about this? What's going on here? Your ability to transmute your karma and understand it is really key right now. It's really helping him move forward on his, they're calling it an exploration, which is very interesting. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to try to make this short. He's exploring. There's an understanding and an acceptance that this is a spiritual journey. He accepts this, I think, and that's been coming through for a little while. And that, you know, once you get beyond doubt, a lot of it's much easier, because you're not constantly seesawing back and forth in that pentacles. The changes that you're going through are positive. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. That's beautiful. One step at a time. That is the message I was getting this morning. And there's like a sacred circle here with the fire in between. Lots of little steps can make big dreams come true. I actually just recorded a video for Instagram. I don't think I got it quite right yet, but it's very similar to that message. Hello and goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. I have a lot of faith, because right now the changes feel like we're, for me personally in my life, we're going in a very wrong direction. But I keep getting signs that it's going to get a lot better. And you know, things are being forced into movement right here. So you have Hathor, receptivity. That's beautiful. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Kali, endings and beginnings. Woo! Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. There's an element here. I don't know if I said it in this reading or not, but I do feel like keep going. Keep going. Allow yourself to receive. You will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. I feel like he's gotten that a couple times lately. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions, and then the old must be released so the new can enter. So we have the death energy there. I'm not really feeling like doing advice, but we're going to do it fast here. I don't know. I feel like you guys are doing so well, and Spirit is giving you guys just so much praise of how much you're caring for yourself and how strong you're being despite a lot of interesting, a lot of change and a lot of challenges at times and karma. I don't like this card or that card. Okay. Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. So the last couple days, there has been a message to give what you can give. And this will greatly enhance the turning your karma into dharma. Again, they're giving this message. If you can, donate money or food or time to serve animals. This is very, very beneficial for the planet. Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul's wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. Air Dragon helps you to rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly. If there was one thing in this reading that I didn't say that I feel like could be encapsulated, it's this. I believe I said it yesterday, but it's that if you can see things from a higher perspective and you can communicate honestly, it will serve you very greatly. Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change. So another part of change. And move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. Oh, sometimes when there's unexpected change, it is really tough to have fun. But they're saying, see, look at, they're showing me, and I didn't even see it. This right here is the key, which is my symbol for Chiron. That is your inner child wounding. For those of you with Chiron and Aries like me, we've really gone through a very, very long transit. And we are continuing it. So again, we have this card of Ancient Wisdom. Clarity, Tanzanite, Black Obsidian, the Shadow. You're going to get a lot of clarity around shadow. I know. It will come through karma, and you will understand it if you need to. Flexibility and new beginnings, Brazilianite and Quaxonite. And then Pyromorphite, Patience, and Ancestors, Petrified Wood. I feel he's moving pretty slow right now, but there's a lot to process. Ancient Wisdom Crystal, Ancient Wisdom, Master Teacher card, Learning, Fluorite. A lot to learn. It's very important things. Have patience. And I feel like you're given, I feel like the feminines are being given a lot right now in blessings and karma, enough to keep you quite busy. So we have freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And look, the word that I used, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will all work out. And he's thinking of you at this very moment. So I hope this served you. I'd love to hear any comments if you have any takeaways from it. It really helps my channel. It helps the energy exchange. And I do try to read them. I'm just really busy right now. I have been trying to add orders, add listings to, what am I doing? Listings to my Etsy, and it looked like I did offer one yesterday, and then it looked like somebody bought it, but I can't see it yet. So if that's you, just have patience until it shows up. I know someone asked me to, and I did, and I hope it was them, but it hasn't shown up on my order list yet. And I know Etsy's kind of having issues, so but I know a couple other people have asked me if I will do one during this transitional period of my move. It's taking me a little bit longer, but I will be putting some up there. If you want an order, you just might have to be patient, because as you know, I am slow, and then also Spirit basically tells me, it's like that incubator. It's like Spirit tells me when it's time for the message, when it's time to do it, and when it's all the elements are right and you're supposed to receive it, that I get it done. And it just usually works out really beautifully, but it does take time. So that's all. Bye for now.